Have you ever wondered if there's someone exactly like you somewhere in the world? An intriguing question, isn't it? This concept, often wrapped in myth and mystery, is known as the doppelganger phenomenon. It's the idea that every individual has an exact look-alike, a twin stranger, if you will, somewhere out there in the vast expanse of our planet. Now, you might be raising an eyebrow thinking, what are the odds of that? Well, the odds might be slim, but they're not zero. And that's what makes this concept so fascinating. It's the tantalizing possibility that somewhere, maybe in a different city, a different country, or even on a different continent, there is someone who shares your face. In the upcoming segments, we'll delve deeper into this topic, presenting real-life case studies that will surely pique your interest. So ponder this. What if you were to meet your doppelganger face-to-face? What would that encounter feel like? Imagine meeting your doppelganger, only to find out that you share more than just looks. Our first case study takes us to the remarkable tale of Jim Lewis and Jim Springer. Born as identical twins, they were separated at birth and adopted by different families. Unaware of each other's existence, they lived their lives in parallel, like two lines etched on the canvas of destiny, never intersecting but eerily mirroring each other. The story of the two Jims is no less than a screenplay of a Hollywood movie. Both Jims were named by their adoptive parents, who, in a twist of fate, chose the same name. As they grew older, the similarities between their lives became more and more uncanny. Both Jims pursued careers in law enforcement, with one becoming a security guard and the other a sheriff. It's not just their professional lives that were strikingly similar. The Jims married twice, and here's the kicker. Their first wives were both named Linda, and their second wives Betty. Talk about a coincidence. But the similarities don't stop there. Each Jim had a son. You might think, well, that's not so unusual. But here's the twist. They both named their sons James Allen. It was not until they reached the age of 39 that the Jims met each other. Their reunion was a moment of joy, surprise, and bewilderment as they discovered the uncanny parallels in their lives. The story of the two Jims is not just about two men who look alike. It's about two lives lived in synchrony, two paths that mirrored each other despite the absence of any known connection. It makes us wonder, are we merely the sum of our genetic codes? Or is there something more, something inexplicable, something mysterious that shapes our destinies? This extraordinary story of two Jims makes us question the nature of our identities. But what if your doppelganger isn't a long-lost twin, but a complete stranger? Let's dive into the intriguing case of Neil Richardson and John Jemison, two unrelated men from the United Kingdom. These gentlemen are not related by blood, but they share such a striking resemblance that even their wives had difficulty telling them apart. Neil Richardson, a retired priest, moved to Braintree in Essex, where he started being greeted as John by strangers. He initially brushed it off as a case of mistaken identity until he met John Jemison, a boat builder. Upon their meeting, the resemblance was uncanny. They were not just lookalikes, they were mirror images of each other. The coincidences did not stop at their appearances. Both men were born in 1944, they had been married for over 4 decades, and both had sons working as lecturers. They even had similar interests. They both enjoyed gardening and historical reenactments. It was as if they were living parallel lives, unbeknownst to each other. This discovery had a profound impact on both men. It challenged their sense of individuality, their uniqueness. It brought forth questions about nature, nurture, and the role of genetics in shaping our lives. It was a moment of realization that even in a world with over 7 billion people, there could be someone who mirrors your life so closely without any blood relation. The intersection of their lives, the uncanny resemblances and shared interests, all while being complete strangers, is a phenomenon that leaves us pondering. It's a reminder of the infinite possibilities that exist within our vast genetic pool. It's a testament to the mystery of human existence, the enigma of our identities. This story of unrelated twins challenges our understanding of uniqueness. It nudges us to question, to explore, to marvel at the wonder that is human life. Every person is unique, yes, but sometimes the universe throws a curveball, and we find our reflection in the most unlikely places. In an era of social media, your doppelganger might be just a click away. This statement rings true for Sophie Robimed, a young woman who embarked on a digital journey to discover her own look-alike. Sophie, intrigued by the notion of each person having a doppelganger somewhere in the world, decided to put this theory to the test. She launched an online campaign aptly titled, "I Found My Clone," inviting people globally to send in their photographs if they thought they resembled her. The power of social media here was undeniable. It allowed Sophie to reach out to the furthest corners of the world, transcending geographical boundaries. It connected people, bringing them together on a platform that was not bound by physical constraints. Within a short span of time, Sophie's campaign gained traction, and she started receiving a flurry of photographs from potential doppelgangers. The campaign was a testament to how social media has revolutionized our lives. It highlighted the role of technology in connecting people, in forming relationships, and in self-discovery. It also showed how social media could be a tool in the quest for finding our doppelgangers. After sifting through countless photographs, Sophie finally found her doppelganger. Her name was Lauren, living thousands of miles away, yet bearing an uncanny resemblance to Sophie. Their meeting was a heartwarming moment, a rendezvous facilitated by the power of social media. Sophie's story is more than just about finding a doppelganger. It is about the profound impact of technology on our lives. It demonstrates how social media platforms can help us discover and connect with people who share similarities with us, even if they are half a world away. It shows us that in this interconnected world, our doppelganger might indeed be just a click away. Sophie's journey of self-discovery, powered by social media, makes us ponder about the possibilities that technology brings to our lives. It encourages us to explore, to connect, and to discover aspects of ourselves in others. Sophie's story sheds light on the role of technology in our quest for self-discovery. It paints a vivid picture of how our digital footprints can lead us to paths unexplored and encounters unforeseen, all in the quest for finding our doppelganger. So, what does science have to say about doppelgangers? Well, let's dive in and find out. Genetics plays a significant role in how we look. That's a given. Our physical characteristics are determined by combinations of genetic traits passed down from our parents. However, the human gene pool is not infinite. With over 7 billion people on the planet, it's statistically likely that there are people who share similar combinations of genetic traits, resulting in striking similarities in appearance. However, genetics isn't the only factor at play. Environmental influences also shape our appearances. For instance, our diet, lifestyle, and exposure to sunlight can all affect our physical appearance. People living in similar environments could, therefore, develop similar physical traits, contributing to the doppelganger phenomenon. But what about the uncanny similarities beyond physical appearance, like mannerisms, preferences, or even life experiences? Well, this is where the science gets a bit fuzzy. Researchers suggest that these could be attributed to what's known as convergent evolution, a process where organisms not closely related independently evolve similar traits as a result of having to adapt to similar environments or ecological niches. Several scientific studies have been conducted on this topic. For example, a study by the University of Adelaide in Australia found that even identical twins, who share the exact genetic makeup, can have a different set of genes active, which could explain why two unrelated individuals might resemble each other more than twins do. However, despite these findings, the science behind doppelgangers is still not fully understood. The complexity of genetics and environmental influences, combined with the sheer number of people on Earth, makes it a challenging mystery to unravel. While the existence of doppelgangers remains a mystery, the stories we've heard today show us that the world is full of surprises. Our journey through the world of doppelgangers has taken us through some fascinating stories. We've delved into the uncanny lives of the two Jims, two men with eerily parallel lives despite no genetic connection. We've explored the case of the unrelated twins, individuals who, despite sharing no blood relation, share an astonishingly similar physical appearance and life trajectory. We've also journeyed into the realm of social media, where doppelgangers are being discovered at an unprecedented rate. Underpinning these tales is the science of doppelgangers, the complex interplay of genetics, environment, and pure chance that can result in two people looking strikingly similar. This phenomenon is more than just a curiosity. It challenges our notions of individuality and identity, and pushes the boundaries of our understanding of what it means to be human. Next time you look into the mirror, remember, there might be someone else doing the same thing halfway around the world.